Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So we're going on to the town of Al and we're going to try and recruit his assistants to fight the Darkspawn. Should I talk to these guys? Why not?
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Oh right, what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do some enchanting, why not?
Enchantment!
Oh, no one's using that. No one's using that either. Okay, I won't.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
No, but to be honest, Duncan... Well, you know. Do you know Duncan?
Oh, yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
He made a promise, did he? What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay.
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name, you know, if you were enemies of the state and everything.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
And how does that help me defeat the Archdemon? I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Oh, well that might be helpful. Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
So how will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
So what do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Yeah, sure, I'll think on it. I'll think about helping you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
So is that everything cleared here? I think it probably is. Let's get on to Redcliffe.
Indeed.
Yes.
I mean, a warrior's probably a bit more useful. Not sure he's that interesting a character.
Yes.
We'll find out soon, I guess. Loads of places. Some of these will be DLC, won't they? That is going towards the elves. That is going to attract trouble at Denerim. Soldier's Peak, that's a DLC. Ah, the gold is DLC, so Ban Loren's Lands is DLC. Lake Callanhad, that is going to meet the mages. Redcliffe, that's where I'm going. Frostbat Mountains. Dunno, I mean, I guess it must be dwarves, but dunno, really. Soldier's Pass, that's all. Gold is obviously the DLC. Well, we said we're going to Redcliffe. Let's go to Redcliffe.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Okay, what's on your mind?
I told you before how Arl raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Aha! Oh yeah, King Marek. That would make you heir to the throne.
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know this?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Yeah, that's not going to go down with the Terran Loghain, is it? I mean, we could probably use it to our advantage, yeah. And there's a civil war going on, and we've got an heir to the throne, so yeah, we can use this to our advantage for sure.
Oh, no, I don't like the sound of that, if that's where you're going. It was made very clear to me early on that there's no room for me on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Ah, yeah, I forgot all about the Al being bloody poorly. It's about a week, 10 days since I recorded this last. Yeah, we did find out the king was poorly and he was after the Sacred Ashes, but equally, that isn't a sure thing, so we might be wasting time doing that. Ah, I forgot about that. Don't understand that. You don't really think you're a nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens?
No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
It is begun.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Yeah. Where's just yes? I'm on important business. I need to see Arl Eamon.
The Arl? Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Oh, you don't believe Loghain's lies. That's good.
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident these are Darkspawn and we exist to kill Darkspawn, so yeah, we are going to help.
There are no Darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
Oh. What would you prefer we do instead, Sten?
Leave.
Leave? And what about our plan to get Arleman's help?
The plan was never to come and defend this village.
He has got a point. But this is the only sort of political help we're going to get. You know, the dwarves and the elves and stuff aren't going to give us any sort of political help at the court if we need some at some point. And if there's a chance to rescue the Arl and get his political help, we should try.
Perhaps.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Okay, tell me more about yourself.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
I didn't ask for a long story, I just want to know a little about you, that's all.
I beg your pardon, my lady. Where are my manners? What would you like to know?
Are you a skilled warrior?
Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself.
Do you have any family yourself?
Oh, you mean, am I married? No, I've never had the pleasure. If I did, I'd be lucky to find a woman as lovely as yourself.
Yeah. Flatterer.
If I may be so bold, what of you, my lady? Are you married?
No, I'm not.
I find that hard to believe. Surely that is a crime somewhere. But I am too bold, my lady. This is hardly the time for such banter. Please accept my apology.
That's quite alright.
I'm glad. What else would you like to know?
To be honest, humans that don't hate me, that's a good thing. We should encourage that. What are you going to do if Arl is dead?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Why have you stayed? Why? No, we know why, because it's his village and he wants to defend it. We know that.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
So if they're not Darkspawn, what exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
They all sound pretty much the same to me. So what's going to happen after the battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
You have some of Arl knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
And what are you doing in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Should things go amiss?
Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
Okay, I'm going back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Man, Morrigan really hates me. I remember that actually from before. Yeah, Morrigan does hate you actually helping anybody.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flames. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
We need you here
Do they really need them all at the same time?
Yes.
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad.
Can they not put these in different rooms?
We'll look for your parents.
It shall be done.
In the morning. I fear most for the children. They are so
I don't
frightened.
like being in here
It
when
breaks
the
my
monsters
heart.
come. Everybody gets really scared.
Sorry, I thought she was going to finish.
It is not right. The Arl is dead. The king is dead. We are doomed.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I have my own reasons to be here.
Which doesn't include protecting innocents. Regardless, I am grateful the Maker brought you to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
How safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I should go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
I'm scared.
What will we do?
One of the
Night
bad men
approaches and
coming.
our men are outside ready to die for us.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Ah, yes, I do know about this. Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
Yeah, your husband and son are dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
I have something from your husband as well.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I could always pickpocket her if it was something good.
These are terrible times. Just terrible. Good day.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
She means father like dad, not father like priest.
To think I'd live to see the Arl and King both dead, and my own village ready to fall.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
No. You're allowed to cry, you're not bothering me that much. I couldn't even hear it, honestly.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother? No, because that'll just get her killed too. Yeah, he needs to be strong, girl. He is dead.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him.
He is almost certainly dead. Or a zombie.
It's not just Redcliffe having trouble, is it?
Their numbers just keep growing
Heard
each
the
night.
news.
Well, sure,
These are dark times indeed.
I don't want to think about that.
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
So what can we do? Leave? Try to get out of the village?
And abandon everyone? No, we fight.
We've no other choice.
Sorry I keep getting everyone talking over each other.
Still no sign of them coming. I don't know why Ban Tegan didn't order Dwyn to fight. Everyone should have to fight.
Yeah, sorry, I've done it again.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Do you have a problem with that? Why the fuck do you think that, you ignorant prick?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Ban Tegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
That sounds pretty likely, yeah.
Yes, well, I haven't given up hope. Not yet, anyway. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What, we're in charge? I didn't know that. Okay, I thought you were in charge. How's morale? I mean, I did kind of just tell you were going to die.
The men are in poor spirits. They're frightened and believe they're going to die tonight. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Just give me an overview. What's happened here?
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
Do you know anything about Arl Eamon's illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
I don't know where he is.
All right. Oh? Ask away.
Where have you been? Oh, we know that already. Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
What? There's nowhere to buy or sell things?
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Oh, that's not good.
All right.
How can I help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Oh, why is he refusing to talk to you exactly?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Oh, what a prick. What an idiot. I'm probably going to end up killing him. I'm sorry, but I probably will. Is there anybody else who can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Yeah, but I have brought a whole entourage. Alright, is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Well, he's going to die anyway. He might as well join the militia. Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Okay.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
So tell me what to do. I'll go talk to Owen.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Don't know if I've got any liquor on me or not. Sounds like if I had some liquor I could bribe him, doesn't it?
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Well, I haven't taken anything, you idiot. You're mistaken.
Eh? You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
I'd prefer not to speak through the door. Can I come in, please?
All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name's Trini. I'm a Grey Warden, helping Bantegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
No, I'm not. He's already got drink, clearly. Do you know what's going on? And then from there will lead to why we need his help.
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Alessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Valena she was imagining things, but maybe the Alessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
Whoa, that's a bit of a fucking leap. What else did she say?
She thought the Alessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
Well, you could help the army out, I guess. What else do you know about the Alessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
You think she made Arl Eamon sick?
I'd never make such accusations. But maybe, if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
Well, in that case, she's probably got rid of all the knights on a fool's errand, hasn't she? So maybe it was a good thing I didn't go and get the Urn of Sacred Ashes. That said, now we're in the village, we don't have a lot of choice. Have you told anyone else about these suspicions?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I'd paid more heed to my girl.
Let's talk about something else.
Like what?
So remind me again why you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
What? Yeah, but other people have children as well. I mean, you could try and help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
Well, you could make some attempt to save yourself.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
I'm pretty sure this is not going to help his mental state. I'm trying to get him to do something for me, so I'm not going to go by this road. I can always just lie. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
No, it doesn't say lie. Because this is going to piss off Morrigan, isn't it? You know no one can get into the castle right now.
Eventually, they'll want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
What's stopping me from lying to you?
Nothing besides your conscience. You got one of them.
Yes. Yes, I have a very active conscience right now.
Then I'll take what I can get and leave the rest to the Maker's grace.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna find her, all alive.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, these two are just idiots. I was clearly fucking lying. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop one of them, aren't I? Because Stone's just disapproving of everything I fucking say anyway. Oh, I can't do it here. That's annoying. Oh, let's rob him.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Okay, could the militia use this?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Oh, I didn't look all that amazing, honestly. Could rob him. I wonder if those two would approve if I did that. Let's find out. Don't know what I stole, really. Should I make that better, do you think? Oh, I can specialise. Can be a shapeshifter. I've already got a shapeshifter. I can be a spirit healer. Health regen. What's that do? I wonder if that's how you heal injuries, because that'd be pretty sweet. Arcane warriors. I'm on the ancient elves. Hey, that's me. They were mages who trained their magical arts to augment their martial prowess. They channeled magical power through their weapons and bodies, becoming terrors on the battlefield. Most consider these skills lost forever, but they may still linger in forgotten corners of the world. Arcane warriors may learn to use their magic score to satisfy the strength requirement to equip higher load. Well, that sounds really good to me. I know it'll whack my fatigue right up. I don't know, that sounds really good. It only satisfies the strength requirement, not the dexterity requirement. But I mean, a bow might be better than a staff. And I'd still be at the back. And then Morrigan can get the good staffs and I can get the good bows, and then I can have two characters with good melee weapons. I think we'll try that. So, arcane combat magic. While this mode is active, the arcane warrior channels magic inward, trading increased fatigue, that's bad, for an attack bonus and the ability to use spell power to determine combat damage. Aura of Might and Fade Shroud improve the effects. Additionally, regardless of whether the mode is active, an arcane warrior who's learned this spell may use the magic attribute to satisfy the strength requirements to equip higher level weapons or armor. Now it grants mana regen, which might offset the stamina penalty. I mean, that sounds good. And it's passive. What does Spirit Healer have then? Group Heal. Heals a group of people, makes sense. Revives, well, Revival is pretty essential. Also heal, cleansing aura, curing all injuries. Well, we need to cure the injuries, don't we? Let's head to cure injuries. I knew it existed. Am I done in here? Yes. Now, we've been here about 40 minutes, so yeah, let's finish off the blacksmith quest.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
What? No, I still need to speak to Sir Perth, and I'd like to talk to Dwyn as well.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Okay, I've got to be careful talking to him then, because I almost advanced the plot. It looks like this is a bigger town than I remembered. I'm going to call an end to the episode here. Hopefully next episode we can clear the village. Thank you for watching. Come back for the next part of Dragon Age Origins. Lothering. In ancient times, Lothering was little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Ostagar to the south. Nowadays it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Orzammar. Its location on the North Road gives it strategic value, so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the Southern Banon and the South Reach Arling. King Cailan had himself stepped in and awarded the town to the South Reach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. King Cailan Head Therin once famously declared, "The fate of Redcliffe is the fate of all Ferelden." Certainly the castle is the first and last defence for the sole land route into Ferelden, and the country has never fallen to any force that did not first capture Redcliffe. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured, is popularly described as unassailable, also guards one of the largest and most prosperous towns in Ferelden. Redcliffe village is well situated near the mountain pass to Orzammar on the Orlesian border, and so serves as a centre of foreign trade. For these reasons, Redcliffe is accounted an Arling, despite the smallness of the domain. The inhabitants of Redcliffe village are primarily fishermen, or merchants who ship dwarven goods from the pass from Orlais to Denerim. When the entire village smells of smoked fish on certain late autumn mornings, the merchants in their finery do their utmost to pretend otherwise. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi.